Hello Sagittarius, welcome to my channel and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I would also like to welcome Spirit into this reading and say thank you for the messages we are about to receive. This is a general reading for Sagittarius from the 4th to the 10th of March 2019. Please don't forget to watch your moon and rising sign. The moon sign tells you about hidden things and your rising sign tells you about how the world is interacting with you. If you would like a personal reading, I put my details in the description box, so please contact me. Go to my website and book a reading. And if you like the decks I'm using, I put them in the description box as well, so have a look. Don't forget to also watch your yearly spreads that I've done. I think people are forgetting about them because they give you a nice little synopsis about what's going on for the year. And also don't forget to watch the deck reviews that I've been doing. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave me some comments. There's a lot of things to remember there. But don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave me some comments. I'm starting off with this energy read, and then I will do the general tarot read for you afterwards. Okay, so there's the card of generosity there, which is talking about getting a gift of some sort. So something coming in for you. You could be giving out gifts as well, but there's somebody that's very generous around you. Now, you may have taken some kind of journey recently, so there might have been some travel that you've been going, and there might have been somebody that you've met. A very strong sexual attraction. Maybe this is the person, a secret admirer, giving you a gift there. That could well be the case. But there's somebody that you are meeting with a very strong attraction to that person. So in the past, you've made some very good friends. Maybe along this journey that you've taken, this travel that you've done, you've made some really good friends. And you've been communicating with them and keeping up with them. So a lot of communication going along there. Going into the future, you've got the lesson card over here, so either going back into studying, back into learning, starting something brand new, or even being a teacher coming up for you, and it's something that you're going to really love, or maybe the sexual attraction turns into a love relationship as well with a love heart there. So this could be what's going on during that. These are the energies for that week. So this is the Cook's Tarot, and I have put it in the description box. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles. It looks like, you're pretty satisfied with what you've done. You're very independent. Whatever you're doing, whatever job you're doing is paying off pretty well. You're enjoying, whatever you have worked for. So this is, sitting back and relaxing and enjoying whatever you have gained. And feeling really quite good about the whole thing. You could be involved in some study as well, but it looks like you're taking a little bit of a break from things at the moment and just relaxing and being quite independent, not worrying really about money. So whatever you're doing right now, it seems to be you're earning pretty well as well. So what's happening with you? You've got the Ten of Pentacles and the Fool card over here. So this is the end of a cycle. So you might have ended a job and maybe you're in between phases over here with this Nine of Pentacles. You've earned pretty well from it. But it seems like you've ended that particular cycle because the Ten of Pentacles is, usually the conclusion. It's tying up the loose ends. It's finishing off some kind of cycle that you've been doing, especially to do with money, to do with work, to do with finances. And you're starting something brand new with the Fool. So you are launching yourself into a new project, and you're going to make a fresh start with something, and you're quite enthusiastic about it. It was something that this woman's got a lot of sugar going on around over here. She's spilling the sugar, so it's something that's very, very dear to your heart, and something that you are enjoying, and something that you really love doing. You're going to start that brand new cycle now. You got the Ten of Swords over here, so there was some kind of difficult situation that you went through, and that was done and dusted, if you like. This is, it's finished. It was a nasty situation, and it is over. This is a burnt chicken, really. So, and, there's a lot of almost toothpicks in it. So a lot of things were said, a lot of nastiness happened, but that cycle is finished and done with, and you have coped with that, and you moved on from that. It was also a situation that, maybe that person that you were dealing with was very manipulative, and they said a lot of nasty things, very vindictive behavior. It was something that completely destroyed. You felt completely destroyed after it, and they were very, very controlling, very restrictive, and didn't allow you to do certain things. So maybe monitoring everything. Maybe they controlled your finances as well. But it seems like the cards that follow, you seem to be getting out of that cycle. So you were dealing with a person that was very controlling, a situation that's very manipulative. This could be even a work situation where you were something happened in that job, you had to leave it completely. And it was a job that took everything out of you and kept you very restricted and didn't give you any authority or didn't allow you to express yourself as well. So this could well be the case, and this might be why you've ended that cycle with that work and you're now moving on to something new. So it seems like you have broken things off with that particular cycle. And I think it is about work, because you've got this Nine of Pentacles over here, feeling very satisfied with yourself. You are, you have your independence. You don't really need anybody else. And it seems like whatever that cycle was, it was very controlling, and it's something that you were not happy with. And it was a very negative, toxic situation that you were involved in. It was a situation where you had to defend yourself all the time. You can see this this is the Nine of Wands, the wounded warrior, or the weary warrior, rather. So it's somebody who has been, you working really hard, lots of burdens, lots of responsibilities, and you had to really protect yourself in that situation. Maybe you received some kind of message or some kind of offer, and that, you've decided to completely dump that situation and move on, and keep your sanity intact. Rather, he's hanging onto this piece of cheese here. So keeping yourself and self-esteem intact, you had to leave that job, and this is the reason why. And maybe you got news, or you got a new contract, or you got a new job offer that came in, and this is the reason why you were able to leave that situation behind. And it's something you're very happy about, because you're starting fresh, brand new. You might be starting from scratch again, but it is something that you're going to be happier in. You're very excited about this new prospect of starting over. Now, you've got the Strength card over here. So this is counseling for you to just, make sure that whatever difficult situations you're dealing with, be very charming about that whole, in that situation. Don't lose your temper. Don't bully yourself into place, because you've got the Strength card over here, and you're really handling the situation with kid gloves. And making sure that you're very charming, and softly does it. So you have to you can get control of that situation. You have got what it takes to be in charge, but you make sure that you're handling everything very, very be very diplomatic when you're doing things. This could be that you're dealing also with this is the card for fire signs, because it's ruled by Leo. This is focusing also on yourself, but also this is having the strength to be able to cope with whatever, the inner strength. You have what it takes to actually sort this particular problem out. So you've got the Seven of Swords over here. This is leaving a really nasty situation behind. There might have been a lot of deception and nastiness that went along, and you've had to actually abandon it and move forward. You're still looking back a little bit at it, because maybe there's a little bit of drama that happened in that situation, but you are moving away pretty quickly. Maybe you haven't told anybody that you've actually left that scenario. You seem to be moving away pretty, quietly, so you don't want to cause any disturbance, if you like. So it looks like you were dealing with a very aggressive person, and you're walking away from that situation. You've got the Six of Swords again, walking away from a difficult situation. People do see that around you. So this is how the world sees you, and moving to a place of safety, if you like, something that it makes you happier, calmer, where you can express yourself a lot more, and it's some brand new beginning that you're moving away from. Very, very difficult situation. You've got the Six of Swords over there. So Swords always talks about dealing with difficult situations. You've got the Hangman and the Eight of Swords over here. So this is, waiting for opportunities to land in your hand. And, you had to make some kind of sacrifice in order for you to start this new thing. And you're hoping that everything pays off. So he's waiting for the apples to fall in his hand. You've got the Eight of Swords over here. Still feeling a little trapped. That particular situation attacked your self-confidence. So it does make you, it was a situation that you felt very trapped in. But it's time now to free yourself, free your mind, and change the way you're thinking. Stop worrying about whatever was said, because obviously a lot of nasty things were said. You've got this, still carrying this tray full of swords, swords skewered into it. So whatever that was said in that particular situation, really had a go at you, and you felt really overworked and very trapped in it. But it is time now to let go of that situation and move on. So going into the future, you've got the Knight of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. So the Knight of Pentacles is focusing on this work. So it might be something very mundane. Maybe it's not the job that is going to be, put you up over there put your name up in lights, if you like. It might be something that you have to work really, really hard in, and do it on a daily basis. But it is something that is going to give you more peace of mind, and you will be able to climb up the ladder, your career ladder, and also it will bring you success. But this success will come after some hard work. You've got some kind of decision to make, whether to stay or to go. I think you're still deciding about, whether or not you want to stay in this particular situation. You can see this boat going and a boat coming in. The boat, this is the ending of a cycle over here, and this is the beginning of a brand new cycle. So this decision, you're trying to use logic to make that particular decision, but you haven't quite made it yet, and it's you need to stand back and make it. You also it might be about signing contracts, new contracts, but you are in two minds about doing this. So you are still, even in this card with the Seven of Swords, she's still looking back. So you are still wondering whether or not you've made the right decision, or to move on. So you're still in two minds about moving on. But it looks like you will close that cycle and close all the difficulties. The Ten of Cups is coming out of emotional difficulties and going into some place that is more stable, some place that brings you more financial success, more happiness as well. You can see this is a family situation. So whatever you are doing, you're going to be, a lot of happiness coming in. You've got cups in every single window over here, and this is talking about emotional stability as well. And the people that you will be working with will be more like family rather than colleagues. So it's going to be a better situation. So if you are leaving that situation, it was a nasty situation, do not question yourself. Go for it, and it's going to be something that you're going to be happier in. So this is the Animal Tarot, and this is for the Oracle read. So you've got the Justice card over here. Fair decisions will be made after evidence is reviewed impartially. Have compassion for others and try to see both sides of the disagreement. So there might have been some kind of disagreement that happened. It will go in your favor. The decision will be in your favor, whatever it is. This could also mean that you might be signing new contracts, new work contracts as well. The Elephant is about wisdom, so make sure you're reading all the contracts very, very carefully, looking for the fine print, and showing them that you can really do this particular job. So you are very capable of it. But definitely a decision that you need to make. And the Three of Springs says, stop to take time to review and make long-term plans, capitalizing on your past successes. It's appropriate to pat yourself on the back for all your accomplishments, but you may also need patience for the next phase to play out. So you might be just waiting at the moment to sign these legal contracts over here, but it looks like, there is going to be, you have done well in the past, and people will appreciate that. And there might be a little bit of a wait, but everything will start moving again soon. And you've got the Princess of Spring over here, which is creative opportunities you can feel passionate about, fluttering your way. Personal growth and broadened horizons will spark fresh and original ideas. So it looks like whatever you're going to be doing is going to be, bringing in a transformation and a lot of success as well with this crown over here. But it also is going to allow you to be more artistic in whatever you're doing. So, it's going to be something that you really enjoy, and it's going to be something that you can relax in, something much better for you, something calmer, and much safer, something that you enjoy. And the people that you work with are going to be more like family than colleagues that you work with. So don't worry about having left behind something that was very aggressive and nasty, because you're going into a better situation. So I hope that this reading has resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Leave me some comments if it has. Thank you so much for watching. Take care now. Goodbye.